Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is First Person Tutor speaking, the voice of Bossman Teaching. And today, we're making abundant tangible habits with plenty of intentional notes to self for ELO. Now, I just got done playing this game, and you ever go through a series of puzzles and say to yourself, I don't know when I would ever be in a situation where I would deliver a checkmate with a pawn? Well, we're going to see how we got to whatever this is right now. So let's start from the top. Yeah. When you live near the road, everybody playing whatever in their vehicle, it tends to, you know. Anyhow, we're going to start with the typical e2 to e4, the bishop's opening Berlin defense. Right? So that's the beginning of it. All right. Looks like I'm giving everybody an update while that is playing in the background. Oh my God. Yeah, I figured my opponent was going to drop the queen on his square. So I figured, let me beat it to the punch. Oh. I guess he figured putting me in check was better than using the knight, seeing that I broke the possibility of the fork already. My queen wasn't resting on the square that it needed to have been. So I guess he just figured, you know what? Let's just go for this instead. I get out of the check. Oh. I don't know why I did not capture this pawn. Don't know why. Something about it just felt unsafe. Felt like a trap. Don't know why I didn't do it. I went for this instead. You know, I like giving opponents something to think about, so. Alright. Now, on my next move, it will be a discovered check. Did a brilliant job of defending. This was excellent. But then, now, my knight being right there prevents the queen from going to e2. Yeah? If you go on e2, that's just checkmate. That's just checkmate. The game could have been done in about 9 moves. Could have been done in nine moves, right? But our opponents are clever, so we work with what they do. Now, I'm going to put you in check again. This is why knights are better than bishops, or when knights are better than bishops. It's all about context. Knights can perpetually put you in check or perpetually put you in tempo, right? And every time you think you get away, they attack you from a different angle, a different square, and they just have you, I've seen situations where a rook is running from a knight, wondering where's a safe square to be. Yeah? Same thing for bishops, queens, kings. Knights are quite literally a nightmare. Yeah? So he gets rid of the knight, gets rid of the nightmare. And of course, I get my bishop for my troubles. So now we have developing to do. Okay. Now his better move was to take the pawn on d3 and push to d4. That would have been the superior move. This is what he did instead. I brought him out. And then Control the file, delivering check. Oh, this is me flexing. I didn't even move my queen. I knew that that knight was pinned. So I'm not going to even move my queen. This is one of my favorite things to do. If I'm not in danger, it's like, why am I running? I'm not running. No, we're not running. Yeah. Okay. So I get the knight. And of course, there's a pawn chain there. I get my knight out. Alright, puts me in check. I block. Alright, he gets his knight out. Now I'm now attacking f4. Alright, I'm not sure what he's up to. I move my pawn just so that I can give my king a chance to break the pin. So I seem with a bit of a focus on that side of the board. So I'm thinking, but you've ignored something. I wanted to see what you were up to. Thought you were going to defend it? You did not. So I let the opportunity slip maybe 1 or 2 times, but not this time. Alright, here we are. Yeah, I'm mindful of all the squares that this king can go to. So you can't step forward. You cannot go to e3, cannot go to d2. So where do you go? Aha. No, this is me playing around. I was hoping I could get you to jump back on the square that I wanted you to go to. Oh, but you're clever. So I go back. This looks a little bit like a ladder mate. Then what did I do here? Right. Yes, 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 yes. You pinned your knight one more time. When I played this move, I said it very clearly. This is me flexing. I'm just flexing right now. Right? Very nice. He protects his rook by moving in this direction, offering a trade of queens, and really trying to, really trying. Just really trying to get me thinking. So I said, you know what? Let me simplify the position. No, he made a smart move here. He captured with the rook. Very good job. No, I'm not losing my rook for nothing. Right? I don't have my rooks connected as yet. I fall back. Okay? His knight is out. Now I'm breaking the pin. The beauty of the knight is that I can literally go to the left or right. Yeah? Just like that. So he's protecting this pawn. The pawn on c3. Finally, connecting my 2 rooks. Controlling the E and F files. This got interesting. Remember what I told you about the nightmare? I told you about the nightmare. Told you. Told you. No tempo on the rook. Aiming for my bishop right now. And where my bishop is placed is in a perfect spot to cut off the knight's movement. This is where the knight is superior to the bishop. This is where the bishop is superior to the knight in using open space being in the right position to cut off all forward movement, right? However, the knight can circumvent it, thus making it a bit useless. So you'd always have to chase the knight around in order to get that. But hey, nothing is, what's the word now, permanent, right? Now, does he place his knight on e2? No. But I have an idea. Yeah. I defend my knight. I say, you know what? Your pawn not going to become a pass pawn. So let me just use the blockade and defend my knight. Sure. But now, all of the puzzles are starting to pay off. Because now, my knight is in the perfect place. Oh, you were defending that and you let go of your defense. Man, you shouldn't have done that. No, you're no longer defending c2. And so, now let's look at where the king can move. So, no for b2, no for c2, no for d2, no for d3. The only place you have left is d4. Has to go to d4. And then finally, the move of our moves, I deliver my first pawn checkmate on this app. Yeah. So, hey, working on your puzzles, it helps to build your tactical eye. You'll do better. So anyway, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This was First Person Tutor speaking, the voice of Bossman Teaching. And that's all for the evening.